Influencer intersectionality. What I'm referring to is the single message that all influencers share. And by influencers, I'm basically just talking about anyone who has influence, not just streamers. I mean, they can actually be organizations or movements. And the one message that they send out into the world and into the minds of everyone is division. And it's just a way to control people. You keep them divided. The message is everywhere. The message is in all the institutions. The things that you just, I don't want to say take for granted, but are just accustomed to and accept, those things are actually there to divide humanity. Something as seemingly benign as a sporting event is actually introducing a measure of disunity based on something that really isn't real, like the color of a jersey. And it just seems like in the time that I've been here, it seems that the acceptance of this type of stuff is getting it's meeting less of a resistance, and that's troubling. And if you look at some of the people that have been rewarded, like Joe Rogan. He started out, I guess as a comic. I'm not really sure of his origins, but I do remember him a few decades or a couple of decades ago, had a show where it was a competition again, and he would basically have people do humiliating things to, in some cases, to win the competition. Someone kind of affiliated with him is Dana White. Dana White runs a human cockfighting organization, a dogfighting organization. And this seems to be really popular for people for some reason. It's not to say that I haven't ever watched a UFC or any kind of MMA or boxing event. And, but most of the times they were at gatherings. Now, granted, you were gathered around the event, and I didn't think much about it then. But now seeing just how easily everyone seems to be just blithely accepting all of this, I feel that it's kind of something that we need to pay attention to. Trump is fully embraced by Dana White, and Trump himself they're having a big party at the White House with the UFC, kind of like a Street Fighter, the game where you'd go to like historical places and there'd be a fight in front of them. Yeah, but a lot of the political streamers online are very divisive, especially if you're not with them. They're they're aggressive, and they aggressively. Some of them actually call for violence. There's also like various racial groups online that are pretty antagonistic and aggressive towards those in the out group. Again, it's all about dividing. The popular music of various genres preach like a me against everybody message. Um, so, again, separation. This is not what makes humans strong. Um, the the things that have allowed humans to progress like they have is cooperation and kind of defending one another. So these are the things that are under attack. The religions as well. It I don't know what human would come up with the big time. Well, especially the Abrahamic religions. One of the first one is just strictly a ethnic god, and it came from a pantheon of gods, but somehow we got to this monotheistic state, which makes no sense at all. But anyway, it basically is an extra dimensional alien tyrant that chooses a group to represent it, and then basically opposes everyone else. This morphed. There was a little rebranding done to where it actually portrays itself as a benevolent person or creature. Sorry, in that it despises Earthlings, but if you bow your knee to its son, then it won't punish you forever. That's the prevailing doctrine of Protestantism. Now, Catholicism, it's a little bit different, but it's similar. And it apparently, from what I've gathered, it also says that nothing good can be in a person that isn't from this alien, who, by the way, is claiming apparently to be the only one. Well, in pop culture, it's monotheistic, meaning it claims to be the only one. But if you are the only one and you're the only one that's ever been, things like caring for other people, sharing, these are things that you would know nothing about, like love. So that seems like a farce. There's a third iteration, which basically says that, which is Islam, and it basically says that anybody that's not in group is the enemy. Again, pitting humans against one another under a extra dimensional alien tyrant demanding your submission. So it's not good. Like I say, I don't know what kind of person would come up with something like that, because it really belittles human beings, and it has no care for the earth whatsoever. It actually promotes the destruction of a planet. It celebrates a giant battle at some point, and it's been around for thousands of years. This thing has persisted for thousands of years, which is very discouraging that it made it through the filters of all the previous generations. You would have thought it was at some point it would have been stopped, but I guess when you're killing all opposition, and with, like, in the case of like dictators and stuff, they do target like intelligent people, and just who they view as threats, and even their own people who they view as threats. I mean, you're doing some very serious artificial selection. and you're not choosing the best, or you're not choosing the bravest. You're choosing the ones who will um, fall in line. And so, and to see the prominence of everything in present, it's like I say, it's very discouraging how easily manipulatable swaths of the global human population are able to just buy this nonsense. Uh, like I said, movements, the movements, feminism, manosphere, race movements, they're all about division. The feminism manosphere is about dividing the sexes. Um, Obviously, the racial movements popping up everywhere are just designed to create a separation um, based on things that you have no control over. Again, it's to divide people. These things have been going on for a long time. The online influencers, I don't know why they're so popular. It just, um, other than being a source of information of current events, um, and it's just, and the news acts in the same way. It's very divisive. The talk shows are the same way. They're very divisive based on politics, like I say, race, sex. The political system in the United States is terrible. It's the worst way you would ever run any kind of organization. Basically, it's bipolar. Or you could say it's just one group that's playing opposing groups, like a good cop, bad cop thing, and however your avatar appears, you're supposed to like think one or the other is a good organization. I find them both repulsive, and anyway, that's just the message, and it's enforced. And you go out in the street and it's just like just aggression for no reason. uh it's pathetic.